Red lipstick psychology, confidence, power, and allure. Introduction. The timeless power of red lipstick. Red lipstick is a symbol that has endured across centuries, continents, and cultures. It has been painted onto faces in ancient Egypt, immortalized on the silver screens of Hollywood, and adopted by everyday people as a bold yet elegant statement of self-expression. What makes this single cosmetic item so powerful? Why do people feel transformed by a simple swipe of red pigment across their lips? The answers are as much psychological and cultural as they are aesthetic. Red lipstick has become a kind of shorthand, a universal signal for confidence, allure, strength, and sometimes rebellion. This journey into the psychology of red lipstick is more than just a beauty discussion. It's a look into human behavior, attraction, self-perception, and the way cultural symbols shape our identities. Chapter 1. The Confidence Booster. Confidence often begins with perception, how we see ourselves, and how we believe others see us. Red lipstick, with its bold and undeniable presence, has the power to alter both. The psychology of color tells us that red is a stimulant. It raises heart rates, quickens breathing, and triggers associations with energy and vitality. When worn on the lips, this impact is personal and immediate. A person glancing into a mirror with red lips may perceive themselves differently: stronger, bolder, more assertive. Many wearers describe red lipstick as armor, just as someone might put on a tailored suit before a big meeting, or a pair of heels to feel taller. Red lipstick becomes a tool of empowerment. It doesn't just decorate the face, it transforms the mindset. Psychologists refer to this as enclothed cognition, the phenomenon where clothing or accessories influence psychological processes. Wearing a lab coat can make someone perform better in tests of attention. Wearing formal clothes can make someone feel more authoritative. And wearing red lipstick can make someone feel braver, sharper, more attractive, and ready to face challenges. But confidence is not just about inner feelings, it's about external validation, too. When people respond positively by noticing, by complimenting, by paying attention, the confidence cycle deepens. Red lipstick invites visibility, and with visibility comes validation. In this sense, red lipstick is not vanity. It is psychology in action, a powerful ritual that reinforces self-belief and projects it outward. Chapter 2. Attention-grabbing power. Does red lipstick command attention so effortlessly? The answer lies in both biology and cultural conditioning. From a biological perspective, humans are naturally drawn to the color red. Studies show that red can enhance attraction, increase perceived dominance, and focus attention. Red fruits often signal ripeness, red signals urgency in nature, and red blood signals danger or vitality. It's a color the human brain cannot easily ignore. When applied to the lips, this attention-grabbing effect becomes magnified. The lips are already a focal point of the face, used in speaking, smiling, and expressing emotion. Red highlights them, turning communication into performance. Culturally, red lips have long been associated with seduction and glamour. Think of Marilyn Monroe, whose ruby lips became part of her unforgettable image. Think of the fashion runways where red lips are used to draw focus, even in the most elaborate ensembles. But attention is not always about seduction, it's about presence. In a crowded room, the individual wearing red lipstick is likely to stand out. At a social gathering, they may appear more engaging. At a business meeting, their choice of color may subtly signal boldness and assertiveness. Attention, in this sense, is not vanity, it is visibility. Red lipstick ensures the wearer is not overlooked, not ignored, not silenced. It becomes a visual exclamation mark that says, "I am here, and I deserve to be seen." Chapter 3. Emotional expression. Red lipstick is more than pigment. It's emotion translated into color. Throughout history, red has been the color of passion, energy, and vitality. In psychology, it's often linked with arousal and heightened states of being. When worn as lipstick, it becomes a non-verbal expression of inner emotion. For many, red lipstick is a way of broadcasting mood. A bright, fiery red might say, "I'm bold, fearless, and ready for the world." A darker crimson might whisper, "I'm mysterious, sophisticated, and in control." A playful cherry tone can radiate fun, flirtation, and youthful energy. Unlike words, which can be misinterpreted, color communicates instantly. A person may not be able to articulate their feelings fully, but red lipstick becomes their shorthand, a symbol of how they wish to be seen. This is why people often reach for red lipstick during transitions or turning points. Someone who has just landed a new job, started a new relationship, or overcome a personal struggle may put on red lipstick as if to say, "This is my new beginning. This is my bold step forward." It's also why red lipstick is so often tied to rituals of empowerment. A performer stepping on stage, a professional walking into an interview, a bride preparing for her wedding, all may reach for red lipstick not only to look striking, but to embody an emotion they want to project. In this way, red lipstick is not just cosmetic, it's emotional armor, a coded message to oneself and to the world. This is who I am today. Chapter 4. Social signaling and attraction. Human beings are social creatures. Much of what we wear, say, and do serves as signals to others. Red lipstick, with its undeniable presence, is one of the clearest nonverbal signals in the realm of beauty and style, attraction, and evolutionary psychology. Research in evolutionary psychology suggests that red is associated with fertility, vitality, and health. In nature, the color red often signals readiness, ripe fruit, flushed cheeks, heightened blood flow. Applied to the lips, red may subconsciously signal youth, health, and vitality. This is why multiple studies have found that individuals wearing red lipstick are often rated as more attractive. The lips, already a central feature of human interaction, become amplified. They invite focus during conversation, smiling, or even silent glances. Confidence as a signal. But attraction isn't only about biology, it's also about confidence. Someone who chooses a bold red shade is signaling fearlessness. They are communicating, "I'm comfortable being seen." This confidence itself is magnetic, often as attractive as the color itself. Social dynamics and social settings. Red lipstick can alter dynamics. A person in red may be perceived as more outgoing, more approachable, or more assertive. It can shift the balance in conversations, presentations, and even negotiations. Interestingly, some workplaces historically discouraged red lipstick, labeling it too bold or too distracting. This only highlights its power. Anything that commands that much social response clearly has impact. Red lipstick therefore becomes more than beauty, it's strategy. It signals strength, allure, or authority, depending on how it's worn. And unlike many other forms of signaling, is immediate, undeniable, and universally recognizable. Chapter 5. Cultural associations. Lipstick doesn't exist in a vacuum, carries the weight of centuries of cultural meaning. Ancient origins. Story begins thousands of years ago. In ancient Mesopotamia, women crushed gemstones to color their lips. Cleopatra, the Queen of Egypt, famously used crushed carmine beetles mixed with wax to create her signature red shade. For her, red lips were not just beauty, they were power, a statement of her divine femininity and royal status. Hollywood and glamour. Fast forward to the 20th century, and Hollywood's golden age cemented red lipstick as a global symbol of glamour. Marilyn Monroe's ruby lips, Elizabeth Taylor's bold reds, and Audrey Hepburn's iconic lipstick looks set the standard for femininity and elegance. Red lipstick became inseparable from cinematic seduction and sophistication. War and rebellion. During World War II, red lipstick became a tool of morale. Women painted their lips red as an act of defiance and patriotism, refusing to be subdued by fear and uncertainty. The bold shade was even encouraged by governments to maintain a sense of normalcy and resilience. Later, in the feminist movements of the 20th and 21st centuries, red lipstick was reclaimed as a symbol of choice and autonomy. For some, it was rebellion against traditional beauty norms. For others, it was a celebration of owning one's appearance unapologetically. Global perspective. Red lipstick also carries different meanings. In Western cultures, it's tied to glamour, sensuality, and confidence. In East Asian cultures, red lips are often linked with prosperity, celebration, and femininity. In South Asian traditions, red lipstick and red adornments are deeply tied to weddings, passion, and sacred rituals. No matter where you go, the red lip is rarely neutral, it always means something. Chapter 6. Modern Relevance. In today's world, red lipstick continues to evolve, yet its essence remains timeless. Influencers and celebration Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, red lipstick is constantly reimagined. Beauty influencers demonstrate countless ways to wear it. Glossy for youthful playfulness, matte for power and authority, amber for trend-driven aesthetics. Celebrities like Rihanna, Taylor Swift, and Zendaya have all kept the red lip relevant for new generations. Everyday empowerment. But it's not just celebrities. Red lipstick thrives because everyday people still feel its transformative power. From professionals stepping into important meetings, to students wanting to feel confident at graduation, to individuals simply experimenting with self-expression, red lipstick bridges the gap between ordinary and extraordinary. Breaking barriers. Lipstick is also moving beyond traditional gender lines. Men, non-binary individuals, and drag performers embrace red lipstick as a tool of expression, artistry, and identity. Its power is universal, unconfined by gender. The future of red lipstick as beauty industries evolve. Red lipstick continues to symbolize resilience. Even in the age of minimalist, no makeup, the red lip persists as an exception, proof that boldness never goes out of style. Closing thoughts. Why red lipstick will always matter. Lipstick has survived empires, wars, revolutions, and beauty trends. It has been both celebrated and criticized, banned and embraced, but it has never disappeared. Why? Because it taps into something deeply human. The desire to be seen, the need to express, the will to feel powerful in one's own skin. When someone applies red lipstick, they are not simply adding color. They are stepping into a tradition that spans history and geography, one that unites beauty with psychology, fashion with power, and individuality with culture. Red lipstick is not just makeup, it is a timeless reminder that confidence can be painted on, passion can be expressed without words, and allure can be distilled into the simple curve of a smile. And that is why red lipstick will always matter. Subscribe, learn more, share video.